Welcome back to the Gregarious Technology YouTube channel. This is the Microsoft Purview Data Map Complete course with using Microsoft Fabric as a data source. And this is Module 2, Data Map versus Unified Catalog. In this module, we'll clarify the difference between Microsoft Purview Data Map and Microsoft Purview Unified Catalog. These components are closely related and they do work with each other, but they do serve different purposes. Data map is the technical metadata layer. It stores and organizes the metadata collected from registered data sources, including supported Microsoft Fabric assets. We discussed this in Module 1. This metadata can include asset names, types, locations, schemas, columns, owners, and other technical properties, attributes. Data map also uses domains and collections to organize metadata and establish administrative boundaries. And these administrative boundaries are assigned roles inside the data map. And typically those roles are assigned to data owners and IT administrators. Whereas the unified catalog builds upon this metadata by providing a more user-focused search and discovery experience. It helps the users locate the available data, understand its business context, and identify assets that may be relevant to the work they do and what they need to perform in their duties. A simple way to think about the distinction is data map collects and organizes the technical metadata. Unified catalog helps users discover and understand this data through a governed catalog experience. In this catalog, there are terms, there are assets, there are products. They can search the global catalog, the unified catalog, and request access to those assets through policies that are created and rules. There's also things such as data quality and lineage, and we'll get into all that in the unified catalog. That will be a separate masterclass. It's also important to distinguish and reiterate that metadata access is separate from access to the underlying Fabric data. And we again spoke a little bit about this in Module 1. Permission to view an asset's metadata in Purview does not automatically provide permission to open its lakehouse, warehouse, semantic model, or report. That's controlled through Microsoft Fabric. However, the Unified Catalog provides a method where users can request access and an approver approves access to the assets in Microsoft Fabric. So Microsoft Fabric continues to control the access to the actual Fabric assets and their underlying data. Purview helps to find and understand those assets, but it does not bypass the Fabric permissions. So let's take a look at the chart we have here, better understand visually what's going on. Data map versus unified catalog, different roles, one connected governance experience. It's seamless for the end user. We've got the data map. That's the technical metadata layer. Collects and organizes metadata, assets, schemas, columns, owners, properties, all that stuff. The discovery experience uses this organized metadata through the unified catalog to search and discover that metadata. So it helps users find and understand that governed data in the data map. However, there is that permission boundary between the unified catalog and Microsoft Fabric. they have to be granted access permissions to that data in Microsoft Fabric, either directly in Microsoft Fabric or, better yet, through policies via the Unified Catalog that allow approvers that have permissions to approve requests to access that data. And as such, Microsoft Fabric controls access to the actual data and assets, the lakehouses, the warehouses, semantic models, reports, all that stuff. The most important distinction to keep in your head is down at the bottom. Metadata access by itself does not equal data access. Seeing an asset in Purview does not grant permission to open it in Fabric. There has to be a secondary layer that grants those permissions. And once we start working with the Unified Catalog and even the data map, it'll become more obvious through the demos that we run through how this actually all works together. And in the Masterclass for the Unified Catalog, we'll actually see it from the end user experience, going to the catalog, browsing or searching for products and assets or terms, synonyms, those kind of things to find the data and request access to that data. And that's the best way I can think of to break down the difference between the two. You just have to work with both and start understanding, once you see it in action, how they actually work together and how they are configured separately, but come together for a seamless user experience. If you haven't already watched Module 1, go ahead and do that. And then go ahead and jump into Module 3.